Hey guys, what's happening? So we're back in the driveway. We got the lemon and the '07. We don't have a name for the '07 yet. Ooh. So we've got the lemon and the '07 just standing in the driveway. But today I'm coming to you with something new. The caddy. No, with this 70809, somewhere there, CBR600. This bike, I got a message now the other day saying, Clayton, you were a Honda specialist. Okay, guys, now firstly, I like Hondas. I know a lot about these two and a little bit about the bullnose, but after that, I don't know much. Secondly, I'm not a mechanic. Please stop asking me questions about, look, my bike is doing this, my bike is doing that. I do a lot of research. I speak to a lot of mechanic friends. So I know my bikes, but I don't know my bikes. I'm not a specialist and I'm not a mechanic, and I've never opened a motor. Obviously, you've seen I've dropped a motor, I've put it back in, I've opened it, I've never assembled it. So obviously if you assemble it, you might get the bolts confused. Anyways, CBR600, let's talk about that quickly. So as you can see, this bike's been in a small accident. Story is, this guy crashed. Obviously he crashed on this side. The other side doesn't look that bad. Here we are. And this happened a good, I think he said 7 years ago. I went to collect it from a friend of mine who phoned me up and said, you must a Honda specialist. Please tell me what year model is this. In the photos, this thing is very orange. It was orange here. It was orange there. It's dusty. So apparently it's been standing outside for the last 7 years. The chain is not that bad. It's rusted, but okay. So we don't know what's wrong with the bike. What happened was this bike was in an accident and the tow truck service went to collect it. They didn't collect the key. The key stayed with the owner, but the owner never came to claim the bike. The insurance never came to claim the bike. And 7 years later, the tow truck company's now sold it. So this bike's been sold without papers, without a key, and as is. I think he paid 8,000 rand, something stupid. I said to him, guy, even if we just sell off the wheels and we sell off the tank and maybe the radiator, you'll make your 8,000 rand back. So at least on that side, you've made a bargain. The exhaust, check this out. Yoshimura RS5. For those who've seen the last video, I've just fitted this exhaust to my bike. Titanium link pipe, it runs all the way down, but check this out. It keeps going all the way down. And when we get here, we see this is not OEM. So this is a nice full set of headers. I actually pulled off the Yoshimura little band that goes on the spring yesterday. So that's a nice full set Yoshimura. So let's see. I don't know if we can get this bike started. We need a key, which means we need an immobilizer. We need to cut a new key, and my suggestion was we flash the ECU to remove the immobilizer, if that is possible. And as you all know, my good friend Mr. David Carr, he can do that for us. So when I take the 07 for the dyno, the immobilizer can go with, or the ECU can go with. So let's first see if we can get this thing to turn on. So before we can start on the 600, I need a battery. And once again, the lemon becomes the donator, or the donor for the battery. Right, battery is out. New battery. New battery is in. Okay, so battery is in. You saw me now take off the tank. The reason why I took off the tank is there's no key for the ignition. So what I need to do is I need to get to this plug here. There you go. That plug is out, and now we'll turn on the ignition. There you go. Put this little wire. All this is connecting the two wires together. Put that inside here. Now, there we go. We now have a key. So we have a key, but we don't have an immobilizer. And look at that. We've got 60,000 kilometers on the clock. Bike's in neutral. Almost a full tank of fuel. Hazards work. Booter works. Let's put on the brights. We've got two lights working. There we go. Brake master cylinder is damaged. Accelerator cable is damaged. Very dirty. Very dirty. Let's see. Obviously, because there's no key, there's no immobilizer to deactivate the ECU. However, I've also just recently learned that I might be confusing the two regions, but an American spec bike has no immobilizer and a European spec bike has an immobilizer. The ECU is exactly the same, and when you flash it, all you're doing is you're just changing you can tick the box to change the region. When you change the region, you're going from European with ECU to American without ECU, and that then puts you deactivates the immobilizer that would be in the key. So fingers crossed. Let's see what happens when we turn on the kill switch. So I'm about to flick the kill switch and hopefully the fuel pump will prime. Nothing. Let's see what happens if we press the button. Motor turns and sounds solid. If I do that for 10 seconds, so you see here, the HIS light is on, which is is that Honda security system, or is that the steering damper? I can't, oh, it is the Honda security system. HSD light is on, engine light is on, and oil light is on. So we'll have to figure that out. But for now, this is what she looks like. She needs a good solid clean, but I think before we do that, ECU's got to come out, and the ECU's got to go down to David Carr along with the 07, and we can get this one flashed and that one dyno tuned. Right guys, ECU's been removed. That was a short little intro into this bike. I'm traveling this week, so it's going to take me a while to get these things away. But yeah, fingers crossed we get this bike started. Fingers crossed there's no damage to the motor, purely because I found some loose bolts on the tensioner on the engine cover, so we're hoping that there's no further damage. But yeah, I'm just supposed to be helping this guy to get the bike started. I don't know what's his plan. He says it's going to be a long-term repair, budget depending. So yeah, as we all know, bikes are expensive. bikes are not cheap to fix. That's one of the reasons why the Lemon is still standing. We still need parts. We still need some cash. But guys, only way you can help us to get some of that is like, subscribe, and share. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to do all of that, and see you on the next one. Peace.